All right, today we're tackling a pretty wild and honestly fascinating argument. What if artificial intelligence, instead of being big tech's ultimate weapon, is actually the thing that takes them down?
The common wisdom out there seems pretty straightforward. You've got companies like Google, Meta, Microsoft. They have all the data, all the money, all the talent. It just makes sense that they're going to own the AI era, right? That AI will just cement their power and make them completely untouchable.
But what if that entire line of thinking is wrong? What if AI doesn't make them stronger but actually eats away at the very foundations that made them monopolies in the first place? That is the big, disruptive question we are diving into today. To really get our heads around this, we have to start with this core contradiction, this paradox at the heart of AI. Just because it makes companies way more productive doesn't mean it's going to make them way more profitable.
So on one hand, you've got this absolute explosion in productivity. I mean, AI is an incredible tool. It's making software development faster, content creation cheaper. It's amazing. But here's the twist. All those benefits, all those efficiency gains, they're not necessarily flowing to the shareholders' pockets. Instead, they're flowing to, well, us, to the consumers, in the form of better and cheaper stuff.
And this is just a brilliant way to think about it. Look at the airline industry. Over the past 50 years, it got unbelievably more productive. Flying is safer, faster, cheaper than ever. Amazing for us, the consumers. But for investors, woof, an absolute disaster. A black hole for capital. So the big worry is, could AI be pushing big tech down that very same path? All right, let's break down the first pillar of big tech's dominance, scale. For decades, their growth was basically free. But AI just flips the script on that entirely. Okay, so this is huge. Think about the old software model. You build something once, and serving one more user or a million more users costs basically nothing. That's zero marginal cost. But AI is the complete opposite. Every single query, every image you generate, every question you ask costs real money in computing power. The cost scales right alongside the usage. It's not free anymore. And that just turns their whole financial model upside down. These companies were famous for being capital light. They could grow like crazy without pouring tons of money into physical stuff. But the AI era, it's capital heavy. It's a hungry beast that demands constant, massive spending on data centers, chips, power grids, you name it. And if you want to see just how heavy we're talking, just look at this number. Over $300 billion. That's what these giants are planning to spend on capital expenditures in 2025 alone. This is not the lean cash printing business model we're all used to. This is starting to look a lot more like building railroads. Okay, on to pillar number 2, network effects. You know the idea. The more people who use a service, the more valuable it becomes for everyone. But here's the scary part. AI is creating a real danger of poisoning that well from the inside out. And the term you need to know here is AI slop. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's this flood of cheap, low-quality, mass-produced AI content, fake articles, spammy comments, weird images, that's just clogging up the internet. It's drowning out the real, authentic, human stuff. And this kicks off a really nasty death spiral. So a platform uses AI to pump out more content and chase engagement. But soon, the whole place is just filled with this synthetic junk. And what happens next? We lose trust, the quality plummets, we start to leave, and poof. The network, the very thing that created all the value, just starts to fall apart. This also totally changes what these companies are. I mean, take Google. For 2 decades, it was the destination. You went to Google to find stuff. But now, new AI models just scrape information from Google and everywhere else to give you a direct answer. Suddenly, Google isn't the destination anymore. It's just a supplier. It's just inventory for someone else's AI product. So if big tech is facing all these serious headwinds, who actually comes out on top in the AI era? Well, the answer might surprise you. It might just be pretty much everyone else. Yeah, the real value of AI probably won't be captured by the people who make it, but by the people who use it. We're talking about traditional industries, places where getting smart answers has always been really slow and expensive. Imagine healthcare with AI diagnostics, or law firms using it for instant research. These are the places that can use AI to solve real expensive problems. Now, I love this concept. It's called the honest mechanic problem. Think about it. So many online business models rely on us making less than perfect choices because we don't have all the information. But what happens when you have an AI agent that works just for you? It's like having a super smart, totally loyal assistant who instantly finds the best price, spots the hidden fees, and gets you the best deal every single time. It just wipes out the information advantage these companies have been cashing in on for years.
So let's bring this all home. What does this all mean? How does this force us to totally rethink the future of tech and, where we should be looking to invest?
Well, the biggest takeaway is this. We absolutely cannot just assume that the current tech giants are the automatic winners of the AI race. We have to start seriously questioning those sky-high valuations. The real growth might actually come from those boring, old-school industries that are finally putting AI to work. And of course, the people selling the picks and shovels in this new gold rush, the chips, the power, the data centers, they're going to make a killing no matter who comes out on top.
For the last 20 years, big tech has been the great disruptor, upending one industry after another. But isn't the ultimate irony that they may have created the very technology that finally disrupts them? It's a powerful thought to end on.